Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kea, and I am thrilled to welcome you all to day 2 of Alchemy Kids Theatre solo performance. This afternoon, we have a total of 40 wonderful solo acts. I will be your host for the first segment, which has 15 amazing performances. Are you all ready for some awesome entertainment? Before we start, before we start, let's give a big round of applause to the let's give a big round of applause to everyone who performed yesterday and to those who will take the stage today. Your cheers mean the world to them. And if you haven't watched their performance yet, please do watch it online on our Alchemy Kids Theatre YouTube channel. Now I call upon Meenakshi ma'am, our senior coordinator, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, dear students, parents, and teachers. A very warm welcome to all of you gathered here. And we are very glad that we have successfully completed day 1 of our solo graduation 2024-2025. And we are stepping on to the day 2 afternoon slot. And I really thank you all from the bottom of my heart to have come here during this afternoon, bringing your students, and helping them train for over a period of 1 month. Young children from the age group of 4 to 14 have been in training for the past 1 month rigorously, and all their efforts are going to be seen by all of you today. Every child here is unique and talented, and we try to build on that through our developmental drama curriculum. We at Alchemy believe in express, explore, and experiment. So we would like to give an opportunity to every child to come stand here all alone on the stage in front of all the audiences here and present themselves, express themselves. And then they find their grounds and start experimenting. And we humbly request all of you not to compare your child with any other, as each one is unique and talented. And this year, we are very happy as we are beginning a new center at OMR Soaring in Alor. We at Alchemy have been running centers at Ananagar, KK Nagar, and Adayar. And this year, we have also branched out to our Soaring in Alor. So if you have any friends and family who are coming from that side of the city and you would like to recommend Alchemy to them, we are glad that you put a word on to with them. And as the beginning of our activity at OMR, we are starting with the annual summer camp in the month of April, May, and the admissions for that are already open. So if you have any friends and family, please do share. We're really glad you do that. Now for some ground rules of the day, we are doing a live recording of the event, and it's being telecasted in our YouTube channel, as you all are aware. And so we request that you not use this passage because a video camera is there and all your movements will be visible on that, and that will reduce the experience that the online audiences are having. And this becomes a very good memory for our children who would like to look up at their videos and improve on their performances, and have a nice memory about it and cherish about it. And we also have a videography and photography being done. So we request that you don't click pictures or take videos of your child's performances, as it might also distract them. The flashes from your mobile might also distract them. And in case you want to move around in between the performances, we recommend that you don't do that in the center and you do it from the sides. And also in the time where an anchor goes out and the performer comes in. And one final rule for all of you, please sit back and enjoy our dear friends here, dear little children here performing. Thank you.
Our very first performer of this segment is Darren Mithilan from Grade 2 Senior. He will be narrating the story The Donkey and the Horse. Let's welcome Darren to the stage with a huge round of applause. Hello everyone, I'm Darren Mithilin from Grade 2 Senior. I'm here to share a story called The Donkey and the Horse. Once, there lived a washerman named Bhima. He had a donkey and a horse. The donkey carried the clothes to the pond and back to his house. The horse carried Bhima to the market and back occasionally. The donkey worked much harder than the horse. On a bright sunny day, Bhima was going to the pond with a donkey. He took the horse along to give it a drink of water. The donkey was carrying a heavy load of clothes. The horse was carrying nothing. The load was unusually heavy, and the donkey's back was hurting. When the pain became unbearable, the donkey said to the horse, "This load is too much for me, brother. Please take some of this load on your back." The horse replied somewhat rudely, "Eh, why should I? I'm only here to carry your master to the market." The proud horse continued on his day. The day was getting hotter as it went on. The donkey felt totally exhausted. He was almost dragging himself. Humph, humph. He tried to move, but he just could not. The poor donkey collapsed to the ground. "Oh, what has happened to the poor donkey?" the washerman thought. He immediately took off the clothes of the donkey. "Indeed, this load is really heavy. I should have been a little more careful." Then the washerman gave some water to the donkey. The donkey felt better now. Then the washerman picked up the bundle of clothes of the donkey's back and placed it on the horse's back. "Oomph, oomph," was the sound that came from the horse's mouth. "I should have held the donkey. I made a mistake. I should have taken half the load when the donkey requested it. Now I realize sharing a burden is easier." The horse carried the heavy load of clothes for the remaining distance. Thereafter, both the donkey and the horse lived together. Thank you. Wow, that was awesome, Darren. Let's give him another huge hand. Our next performer is Sweta Jagannathan, here to perform the double act. Any guesses what a double act is? No worries. Let's watch Sweta perform. Over to you, Sweta.
Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Shweta Jagannathan and today I'll be performing The Double Act by Jacqueline Wilson. Dad still wouldn't hear of it. We kept on at him. You kept on at him. On and on and on. And then he started to weaken. It was Rose too. She said we should go for it. She said she wished she had a proper education. It's a great chance. It's ever such a famous school. If one of them got a scholarship there, then they'd go on, do anything, achieve anything. She's just desperate to get rid of us because we drive her crackers. You drive me crackers, Ruby. You won't change your mind about anything or anyone. So we are going to Monarch Heights. We're sitting the exam. I don't see the point since there's two of us and only one scholarship. We'll wangle too somehow. Once Miss Jeffries gets to know us, she likes us already. She's so complimentary in her letters. We're lovely. I am Miss Lovely Ruby, and you're Miss Lovely Garnet. Okay? Oh, come on, Garnet. Cheer up. We won. We found our own way. You found your own way. I'm worried about the exam. She doesn't say what sort it is. If it's an interview, I'll go out shy and stupid and won't know what to say. Just like the audition. It's okay. Leave the talking to me. You don't have to worry about it. So I left the talking to Ruby. We were shown into Miss Jeffrey's study. She shook our hands and she smiled. She gave us tea and biscuits. So we sipped and nibbled. And then she asked us really hard questions. It was like, why do you think education for girls is important? And even, what is your ambition for your future? And then, how do you feel about being a twin? I feel very bad about being a twin. I let Ruby down. I couldn't think of a thing to say. I just tagged along to the end of the sentence. She was brilliant. Mega brilliant. Thank you.
That was mega brilliant. Sweta, great job. Another round of applause for her. Our next performer is Keshav Ugandeswaran from Grade 1 Senior. He will be sharing the story Birbal's Wisdom. I know Birbal is wise, but how does this story say different? Let's watch him. Please welcome him with a big cheer.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Keshav. I'm from Grade 1 Senior New Batch, and I'm going to perform a story called Birbal's Wisdom. One fine day, Akbar lost his ring. When Birbal arrived in the court, Akbar told him, I have lost my ring. My father had given it to me as a gift. Please help me find it. Birbal said, Do not worry, Your Majesty. I'll find your ring right now, he said. Your Majesty, the ring is here in this court itself. It is with one of the courtier. The courtier who has straw on his beard has a ring. The courtier who has the emperor's ring was shocked and immediately moved his hand over his beard. Birbal noticed the act of the courtier and immediately pointed towards him and said, Please search this man. He has the emperor's ring. Akbar could not understand how Birbal managed to find the ring. Birbal then told Akbar, A guilty person is always scared. Moral, a guilty conscience is no accuser. Thank you.
What a brilliant performance, Keshav. Fantastic work. Now, let's welcome N.U. Hariharan from Grade 2 Senior, who will be reciting the poem Friends. Big smiles and claps for Hariharan.
Hi everyone. I'm N.U. Hariharan. Today I'm going to perform a poem called Friends by Abby Farwell Brown. How good to lie a little while and look up at the tree. The sky's kind of a big smile. Bends sweetly over me. The sunshine flickers to the lace of leaves above my head and kisses me upon the face like mother before bed. The wind comes stealing over the grass
towards the pretty things. And though I cannot see him pass, I feel his careful wings. So my gentle friends are near, whom can scarcely see. A child should never feel a fear, wherever he may be. Thank you.
That was truly mesmerizing, and it reminds me of my friends. Hariharan, thank you for sharing such a lovely poem with us. Ah, my mother is just never tired of calling me a donkey. I don't understand what is so peculiar about donkeys that our mother calls us by that name whenever we are lazy. That's a total injustice towards that animal. As far as I have read, I've seen donkeys as poor animals who are made to carry loads of clothes. And Sahana R from grade 1 senior also feels the same, and so she'll be telling us the story The Donkey and the Horse. Please give her a big round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sahana R from grade 1 senior. I'll be performing the story The Donkey and the Horse. Once there lived a washerman named Bhima. He had a donkey and a horse. The donkey carried clothes to the pond and back to his house, while the horse carried Bhima to the market and back occasionally. The donkey worked much harder than the horse. On a on a bright sunny day, Bhima was going to the pond with the donkey. He took the horse along to give it a drink of water. The donkey was carrying a heavy load of clothes, while the horse was carrying nothing. The clothes were unusually heavy, and the donkey's back was hurting. When the pain became unbearable, the donkey said to the horse, "This load is too much for me, brother. Please take some of this load on your back." The horse replied somewhat rudely, "Eh? Why should I? I am here only to carry our master to the market." The proud horse continued on his way. The day was getting hotter as it went on. The donkey was completely exhausted. He was almost dragging himself. The donkey tried to move. He just could not. The poor donkey collapsed to the ground. "Oh, what has happened to the poor donkey?" the washerman thought. Immediately, he took the load off the donkey. "Indeed, the load is really very heavy. I should have been a little more careful," said the washerman. Then he gave some water to the donkey. The donkey felt better now. Immediately, he took the bundle of clothes and placed it on the horse's back. "Ugh, ugh," was the sound that came from the horse's mouth. "I should have helped the donkey. I have made a mistake. I should have taken half the load when he requested it. Now I realize sharing a burden is easier." The horse carried the heavy load of clothes for the remaining distance. Thereafter, the donkey and the horse lived together in harmony. Thank you.
See, I told you that donkeys are poor animals. But yeah, that was fantastic, Sahana. You brought the story to life. Coming up next is Akshar Arvind from grade 2 junior Adayar, who is here to perform the poem Animal Homes. Aksha, the stage is yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Akshar. I'm going to perform a poem called Animal's Home. On top of the mountain or under the sea, there are so many places where creatures may be. Alone in the desert or droop on a farm or tucked in a tree trunk away from all harm, on bright sunny grassland, on a dark cave, in jungles and forests, where all must be brave, on ice in the Arctic, or hold underground. There are so many places where creatures are found. Thank you.
Wow, that was a cute performance, Aksha. Now please welcome P. Advika from Grade 1 Junior, who will be presenting the story Birbal's Wisdom, yet again, but in her perspective. Let's show her some support with big cheers and claps.
Hello everyone, my name is Advika. Today I'm going to perform a story, Birbal's Wisdom. One fine day, Akbar lost his drink. When Birbal arrived in the court, Akbar told him, I have lost my ring. My father I have lost my ring. My father had given it to me as a gift. Please help me to find it. Birbal said, Do not worry, Your Majesty. I will find your ring right now. He said, Your Majesty, the ring is here in this court itself. It is with one of the courtiers. The courtier who has a star in his beard has your ring. The courtier who had the emperor's ring was shocked and immediately moved his hands over his beard. Birbal noticed this is act of the courtier. He immediately pointed towards the courtier and said, Please search this man. He has the emperor's ring. Akbar could not understand how Birbal managed to find the ring. Birbal then told Akbar that a guilty person is always scared. Moral, that a guilty conscience needs no accuser. Thank you.
Such a marvelous performance, Advika. Great job. Didn't Birbal get tired of solving too many problems? Even thinking about it makes me tired. Does he have so much of a brain capacity to solve that many problems? Come, let's see that ourselves as we have Shrika from grade 3 junior here with yet another problem that was taken to Birbal and he obviously solved it. I don't know how. Come on, let's see.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shrikar, and today I'm going to perform the story Birbal and the Mango Tree. Ram and Sham were in a fight. Both of them said that they want the same mango tree. They went up to Birbal and asked him to decide the matter. Once and for all, who was the true owner of the mango tree? Birbal said there's only one way to settle the matter. First, you must take all the fruit of the tree. Then each of you must take half the mangoes. Then you must cut down the tree and divide the trunk in half. Each of you must take half the wood too. Then everything will be fair. And that is what I say. Ram thought that was a good idea. But Sam said, Your Honor, I have tended that tree for 7 years. If you must give the mango tree to Ram, but do not make us cut it down. What you have said tells me all I need to know, said Birbal. Then he said that Sham was the true owner of the mango tree. Thank you.
That was truly delicious, Shrikar. I mean the mango. Well done. And kudos to Birbal's wit. Coming to the stage now is Nitya Krishna K from grade 1 senior. She will be telling us the story, The Man and the Little Cat. Please give her a cozy welcome so that the little cat doesn't go away. Over to you, Nitya.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Nitya and today I will be performing The Man and the Little Cat. One day, an old man was taking a stroll in the forest when suddenly he saw a little cat stuck in a hole. The poor animal was struggling to get out, so he tried to lift the cat up with his hands to get it out. But the cat scratched his hand in fear. The man pulled his hand out, screaming with pain. But he did not stop. He tried again and again to save the cat until he finally succeeded. After that, he went. The other man did. The another man who was watching the scene screamed with surprise. For God's sakes, stop helping that cat. He's going to get himself out of there, he screamed. The other man did not care about him. He just continued to try and save until he finally succeeded. After that, he walked to the man and said, Son, it is the cat's instincts that makes him scratch us, which hurts us, and it is my duty to love and care. Thank you.
Wow, Nitya Krishna, that was terrific. You did an amazing job. Being kind and helpful is as important being smart and talented. Isn't it, friends? Yes, it is. And my friend Prithvi Palaniappan from grade 2 senior is explaining that to us through the story Siddhartha and the Swan. Let's give him a big cheer.
Hello everyone, my name is Prithvi Palaniappan and today I will be performing Siddhartha and the Swan by Anita Ganeri. One day, Siddhartha was sitting by the lake when a flock of white swans flew overhead. Suddenly, one of the swans fell from the sky and landed at Siddhartha's feet. An arrow was stuck in its wing. Poor swan, said Siddhartha. I'll look after you, don't be afraid. Very gently, he pulled out the arrow and wrapped the wounded swan in his own shirt to keep it warm. Just then, his cousin Devadatta came running up in great excitement. He was carrying a bow and some arrows. What are you doing? He shouted at Siddhartha. That's my swan, not yours. I shot it fair and square. Now give it back, or else. But Siddhartha refused, and so the two boys began to argue. They quarreled, but neither were given. Finally, they decided to go to the king and let him decide who was right. The king and his ministers listened carefully to their story. First, Siddhartha had a say. Now, who did the swan belong to? Devadatta shot the swan, so it is his, one minister said. But Siddhartha found the swan, so it is his, said another. Even the ministers could not decide. I can help you, said a quavering voice. Everyone turned around. There in the doorway stood a very old man whom nobody had seen before. No one wants to feel pain or die, and it's just the same for animals, he said. Give the swan to the boy who tried to save its life, and not the boy who would kill it. So, Siddhartha was allowed to keep the swan, and he cared for it until it was well again. Then he took it down to the lake and let it fly away to join its friends. Thank you.
Such a stunning performance, Prithvi. Great storytelling. We saw the importance of kindness through the story, and now we are going to hear the importance of slowing down in life through the poem What's the Rush by Ian Souther. And I call upon Sriram Sampath Kumar from grade 2 senior to present the poem to us. All the best, Sriram.
Hello everyone, my name is Sriram Sampath Kumar. Today, uh, mm, mm, mm. my name is Sriram Sampath Kumar, and today I'm going to perform a poem, What's the Rush by Ian Souter. Get up, get going, move over, move off. That's our family bossing each other around as our household wakes and shakes itself up. while Harvey, our golden olden Labrador, lies next to a flicker of comforting fire and just yawns. Hurry up, hurry down, you will be late, you will be sorry. Shout father, sister, mother and brother as we zip in and out of bathroom, bedroom and any other room, while our golden olden Labrador brushes the bristles with it brushes the bristles on the woolen carpet with its tail and just closes its eyes. How much longer? How much more time? Out of my way, out of the house. Doors, cupboards, mouths fly open and crack as shut until we are all gone, except for our way, our golden olden Labrador, who lazily twitches his rubbery wet nose and just welcomes sleep. Thank you.
Thank you for teaching us to relax at least for a while in this fast life. You know what? All my notebooks are torn. It's all because of these rats. These little creatures are annoying. Our next performer in this segment is Srivatsan from grade 3 senior. Also going to share with us the Pied Piper of Hamlet, where an entire city is plagued by them. So let's hear the story. Let's encourage him with a huge round of applause.
Hi all, my name is Srivatsan. Today I am going to perform a story called The Pied Piper of Hamelin by Kevin Crossley Holland. Rats! There was a ruin of rats, a rat attack, a plague of rats, sidling along streets, scavenging in shops, and hightailing around houses. No one in Hamelin knew what to do about them. To begin with, there were only a few more than usual, as if all those town rats simply invited their friends from the upriver and downriver to come and have a look around Hamlin. But then there were a lot more than usual, as if all those friendly rats decided to stay on and before long invited their friends. People began to complain about them. They didn't like the sight of them scurrying around houses or the smell of them so sour and strong or how fast were they on their feet. They bit the hind legs of dogs 10 times their size. They bury their teeth in the throats of cats. And they actually knit babies in their cradles. From the corners of the kitchen, they grinned at cooks and sprang up their way and licked their soup ladles. Their nose dived under the ladder door, under the cask of salted sprat and salted herring. They curled up their tail and nested in men's Sunday hats. Rats! There was ruin of rats, a rat attack, a plague of rats. Thank you.
I get it, Srivatsan. These rodents are annoying. But by the way, it was an amazing performance, Srivatsan. Our last performer in this segment is Punya Vigneshwaran from grade 2 junior, who will be reciting the poem I Love You This Much. Let's hear her with a huge round of applause.
Hello, my name is Punya Vigneshwaran. I am going to perform a poem called I Love You This Much. Daddy, Daddy, you know what? The little dragon asked with a smile. No, what? Answered his father, listening a while. We really had a fun day. Don't you think so? Why, it was the best day of the year. Billy, the little one, cried with a cheer. You think we can do it again someday? How about tomorrow? What do you say? Well, sure, we can. Father said it then and there, and picked up his dragon and tossed him in the air. He, the little dragon giggled and said, Daddy, guess what?
I love you this much. Thank you.
That was cute, Punya. Thank you for sharing with us such a beautiful poem. Let's give her another big cheer. Wow, what an incredible lineup of talent. Let's give one final huge round of applause for all 15 performers in this segment. Thank you so much for being such a supportive audience. I had a wonderful time hosting this segment. Now, I'll pass the mic over to the anchor for the next part of today's performances. Let's welcome with a big hand my friend R.D. Sarvesh Kumar.
I, Sarvesh, would like to welcome you all again to this marvelous event. Up next, we have an exciting tale, Fighting Goat by Tista Sinna Mudalyar from Grade 1 Senior Adayar, a story of wit, conflict, and a clever twist. Stay tuned as she unfolds this engaging fable with a valuable lesson. The stage is yours, Tista.
Hello everyone, my name is Tista and today I will be presenting the story called Fighting Goats and the Jackal. One day, while a sage was going through a forest, when he saw two golden rams fighting with each other. Even though they both were wounded and blood was oozing out from their heads and bodies, they would not stop fighting and rammed at each other continuously. At the same time, a hungry jackal was passing by. When he saw the blood, he started licking the blood without caring for the fighting rams. Watching all this, the sage thought to himself, "This jackal is a fool. It has become greedy by the smell of blood. If it comes nearer to the fighting rams, it will surely get hurt." No sooner had the sage thought of it, the jackal, craving for more blood, came nearer to the fighting rams and got caught in the middle of the fight. The fighting rams had accidentally rammed the jackal, and the jackal got hit on the head and fell down. He died instantly from this injury. The moral of the story is, do not close your eyes to the impending danger due to greed. Thank you.
That was a remarkable performance. Now, I am pleased to introduce Deepali from Grade 3 Senior Adayar, will present a wonderful prose piece, The Frog Who Became an Emperor. Let's welcome her with a big round of applause.
Hello everyone, my name is Deepali and today I am going to perform the story, The Frog Who Became the Emperor. The emperor had not the slightest intention of letting his daughter marry a frog. Of course, I cannot do such a thing, he said to himself. She must marry someone else. But whom? He didn't know what to do. Anyone but a frog. Finally, he ordained that her marriage should be decided by casting the embroidered ball. The news spread immediately throughout the whole country, and within a few days, the city was in a turmoil. Men from far and wide came to try their luck, and all manner of people flocked to the capital. The day came, the frog was present. He did not push his way into the mob, but stood at the very edge of the crowded square. A gaily festooned pavilion of a great height had been built. The emperor led the princess and her train of maids to their seats high up on the stand. The moment arrived, the princess tossed the embroidered ball into the air, and down it gently floated. All masses in the square surged and roared like a raging sea, as one and all stretched eager hands to clutch the ball. The frog drew in a mighty breath, and like a whirling tornado, sucked the ball straight to him. Now, surely, the princess will have to marry the frog. But the emperor was still unwilling to let this happen. An embroidered ball cast by the princess, he declared, can only be seized by a human hand. No beast may do so. He told the princess to throw down a second ball. This time, a young stalwart fellow caught the ball. This is the man, cried the happy emperor. Here's the person fit to be my imperial son-in-law. A sumptuous feast was set to celebrate the occasion. Can you guess who that young stalwart fellow was? Of course, it was the frog, now in the guise of a man. Not till he was married to the princess did he change back again. By day, he was a frog, but at night, he stripped off his green skin and was transformed to a fine, upstanding youth. The princess could not keep it a secret and one day revealed it to her father, the emperor. He was startled but happy. At night, he said to his son in law, "You discard your outer garment, I hear, and become a handsome young man. Why do you wear that horrid frog skin in the day?" "Ah, sire," replied the frog, "this outer garment is priceless. When I wear it in winter, I'm warm and cozy, and in summer, cool and fresh. It is proof against wind and rain. Not even the fiercest flame can set it alight. And as long as I wear it, I can live for thousands of years. Let me try it on," demanded the emperor. "Yes, sire," replied the frog, and made haste to discard his skin. The emperor smiled gleefully. He took off his dragon embroidered robe and put on the frog skin. But then he could not take it off again. The frog put on the imperial robe and became the emperor. His father-in-law remained a frog forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepali. It was an amazing performance. Now, Sarvesh Satvik from Grade 1 Junior Adayar will present a beautiful poem, The Arrow and the Song. This poem explores the powerful connections between words and actions. And no, guys, it's not me. It's just another guy named Sarvesh. So, let's give him a big round of applause.
Hello everyone, I'm Sarvesh from Grade 1 Junior. I'm gonna perform a poem called Arrow and the Song. I shot an arrow into the air, fell to earth, I knew not where. For so swiftly it flew, the sight could not follow it in its flight. So I breathed the song into the air, fell to earth, I knew not where. For who was so sight so keen and strong that it could follow the flight of song? Long, long afterward, in an oak, I found the arrow still unbroke. The song from beginning to end, I found it again in the heart of a friend. By Henry W. Longfellow. Thank you.
Wasn't that a wonderful performance? Because he has got my name and so obviously he'll perform well. And by the way, it was an amazing performance, Sarvesh. Next, let's now welcome Avalokit, who will present Family Comes Together. Over to you, Avalokit.
Hi everyone, my name is Avalokit. I'm going to perform a poem called Family Comes Together. Family comes together for always and forever in sickness and in health, in poverty or in wealth. Family comes together for always and forever without any reason, any time or any season. Family comes together for always and forever in death or in life, in happiness or in strife. Family comes together for always and forever in anger or in kindness, whether all seeing or in blindness. Family comes together for always and forever, whether for work or for play. They somehow find a way for family to come together because families are forever. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, that was indeed a fantastic performance. Now, It's time to immerse ourselves to a mesmerizing performance by Bramesh Aditya from Level AS, who will be performing a monologue. Over to you.
Hi, my name is Bramesh Aditya, and today I'll be performing a monologue where a magician works his way through a failing act. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for my final act, I'm going to make this rabbit disappear. Now, as I wave my wand around, excuse me, everyone, I seem to have forgotten my magical wand. Where did I put? Oh, aha, there it is. Now, sorry, apologies for the little mishap. Back to my trick. Wait, I didn't know the trick yet. Where did the rabbit go? Told him bringing a rabbit on stage wouldn't work. Ladies and gentlemen, I've prepared a better and cooler final act. I'm going to make myself disappear. Where are the smoke bombs? Pretty sure they're in my left pocket. Ladies and gentlemen, I was just joking about making myself disappear. My real act is. Hello, boss? I'm sorry, it's not my fault. I told him bringing a rabbit on stage wouldn't work. Yes, I tried that already. But he forgot to put that in my pocket. Don't go crazy on me. I'll think of something, okay? I sincerely apologize to everyone for the difficulties during this show. We will give a full refund over at the ticket booth. Hold on, everybody. Hello, boss? I told you I would think of something and I did. What? You can't fire me because I quit. Remember, the refunds are at the ticket booth. Thanks.
Oh, that was a terrific performance, Bramesh. Next, we have Yashi Katrela, who will present an intriguing story, The Painter and the Judge. It's a tale of wisdom, creativity, and fairness. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Hi everyone, my name is Yashi from Grade 1 Junior. I'm going to perform a story, The Painter and the Judge. Once there was a judge who was very mean. Everyone knew that to get him to listen to you, you had to go to him secretly and give him a huge amount of money. Even then, he'll just take that money and still not give you a fair hearing. People often felt he had cheated them. One day, the judge heard there was a painter in town who could paint the most wonderful pictures. The judge found that man and gave him a roll of white paper to get work done. Paint me a beautiful picture, said the judge. At first, the painter didn't want to. Knew how mean the judge was and said to himself, I might do a lot of work on this painting and end up not getting paid. I'm very busy at the moment. I don't have the time. But the judge begged him, saying, I shall put in a place that all the people in town will see it. In the end, the painter told, he'll paint you a beautiful picture. The next day, the painter came with a white paper. Wise one, I have finished the painting. The judge stared at the blank piece of paper. But where are the grass? The cows have eaten it. But where are the cows? Well, said the painter. Seeing as they eaten all the grass, there wasn't much point in them hanging around anymore, was there? So they went. Thank you.
Thank you, Yashi. That was a thought-provoking message delivered by you. Let's get to the next performance by Pragadishwaran from Level AS, who will perform an extract from Too Many Detectives at the Murder Mansion by Ian McCarthy. Over to you, Pragadish.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Pragadishwaran, and today I'm going to perform a monologue from Too Many Murders at the Murder Mansion, written by Ian McCarthy. So, in this monologue, Detective Christie asks Detective Sherlock Holmes to prove his powers of observation and lives to regret it. You are a mid career detective. Given by the state of your untucked shirt, I would say that you have given up any hope for advancement, which you have resigned for some time now. I would say ever since your 35th birthday, and that was the day your brother in law gave you that watch. It was meant as a gift, but whenever you look at it, you're reminded of the life you could have had and the status you will never achieve. It eats at you, haunts you, and drags you down like an anchor every morning when you put it on. But for some reason, you feel like you cannot bear not to wear it because, on some level, you feel like you deserve to be where you are. No, no, no. I wouldn't say that's the only reason. The main reason I would say is you're going through a contentious separation from your partner, one that has been going for 6 months now. No, 7. The irritation around your ring finger suggests that you've been taking your wedding ring off. Furthermore, the Cheeto dust under your fingernails, the circles under your eyes, all signs of a person who has been sleeping in an unfamiliar and sad bed, likely a motel near the police station. It is there you stay late up at night, eating your feelings in highly processed food, asking yourself, how did it all go wrong? How is that I am 40 years old and watching reruns of Paw Patrol until 4 in the morning? Why do I do it? Why? Thank you.
Oh, that was a humorous and intriguing piece that surely kept you all entertained, right? Now, let's welcome another budding performer. Kia Mehta from Grade 1 Junior Adayar will present a poem, To a Butterfly. Over to you, buddy.
Good morning. My name is Yamata from grade 1 today. I'm going to present a story called To a Butterfly. I watched you now a full half hour, self-poised upon the yellow flower, and a little butterfly indeed. I know not if you sleep or feed, how motionless, not frozen seas, more motionless. And then, what joy awaits you when the breeze had found you among the trees, and goes you forth again. This plot of orchard ground is ours, my trees. They are my sister's flowers. You rest your wings when they are weak. You lodge us in a sanctuary. Come often to us. Fear no long. Sit near us on the boat. We will talk of sunshine and of songs and summer days when we were young. Sweet childish days that were as long as 20 days and now. Thank you.
Let's give a big round of applause to Hia for the wonderful performance. Next up is Siddhant Rakesh from Alchemy Youth Theatre, who will be performing a poem, Ghost Story. I am scared as well as excited to hear the poem. Aren't you all? A big round of applause for Siddhant Anna.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Siddhant, and today I'm going to perform The Ghost by Bill Scott. There was once a ghost who lived in a tomb, in a place with murky horror and gloom, where the gravestones were tucked up like a row of bad teeth, concealing the horrors which lay underneath. As the last stroke of midnight resounded around, the ghost would rise up from his bed underground and making a noise like a quavering bleat, would leap out of hiding and bite people's feet. One night, Sarah Jerkins was tottering past, who has not washed her feet since the year before the last. The ghost sprang out with a loud chuckle, sang his ugly green teeth in his left big toe knuckle. Sarah, not noticing, wandered away. But the ghost foamed and roared against spitting all day. Even now, around midnight, when the white fog lies thick, if you go by the graveyard, just listen a tick, and you still hear the sound of the ghost being sick. Thank you.
Oof, that was an incredible performance, Anna. I hope I don't dream ghosts tonight. Please welcome Rudraksh Pradeep from Grade 2 Senior Anna Nagar, who will present a fascinating prose piece, The Pied Piper of Hamilton. It's a classic tale filled with adventure and mystery.
Hello everyone, my name is Rudraksh and today I'm going to be performing Pied Piper of Hamelin by Kevin Crossley Holland. Rats. There was a ruin of rats, a rat attack, a plague of rats, sidling along streets, scavenging in shops, hightailing around houses. No one in Hamelin knew what to do about them. To begin with, there were only a few more than usual, as if the town rats had simply invited their friends from upriver and downriver. But then there were a lot more than usual, as if those rats had decided to stay and not before long invited their friends. People began to complain. They didn't like the sight of them, always scurrying around corners, or they didn't like the smell of them, so sour and strong. And they didn't like the sound of them, squeaking and screeching and scratching in every single house. How fast they were on their feet! They bit the hind legs of dogs 10 times their size, and they actually nip babies in their cradles. They from the corners of kitchens, they grinned at cooks, and then they sprang up and licked their soup ladles. They nose dived under ladder doors and gnawed their way into the casks of salted sprat and salted herring. Then they chewed the rims of cheeses, and finally they curled up their tails and nested inside men's Sunday hats. Rats. There was a ruin of rats, a rat attack, a plague of rats. Thank you.
Thank you, Rudraksh. That was a remarkable performance. And now it's time to invite Anaya Vakil from Grade 1 Junior Anna Nagar to present a charming poem. What is pink? It is a sweet, imaginative piece that celebrates the color pink in a fun way. The stage is yours, Anaya.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anaya, and today I am going to perform a poem called What is Pink? What is pink? A rose is pink by the fountain spring. What is red?
A poppy is red in his barley bed. What is blue? The sky is blue where the clouds float. What is yellow? Pears are yellow, rich, ripe, and mellow. What is white? A swan is white, sailing in a light. What is green? Grass is green with a small flower between. What is violet? Clouds are violet in the summer twilight. What is orange? Why an orange? Just an orange. Thank you.
Sorry, Anaya is from grade 1 senior. That was great, Anaya. Now we have a melodious treat by Darshan Narayanan from grade 1 junior KK Nagar for a poem. Now we are 6. It is a heartwarming piece that captures the joy of growing up. The stage is yours, Darshan.
Hi everyone, I'm Darshan. Today I'm going to perform a poem. Now we are 6 by A. Milan. When I was 1, I just began. When I was 2, I was nearly new. When I was 3, it was hardly me. When I was 4, I was not much more. When I was 5, it was just alive. But now I'm 6. I'm as clever. So I think I'll be 6 now and forever. Thank you.
That was a beautiful rendition. You truly left all of us spellbound. Now, let's welcome Dutin from grade 1 junior again, but from Anna Nagar Center, who is going to present a story, The Man and the Little Cat. Over to you, Dutin.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dutin. I am going to perform a story of a man and the little cat. One day, an old man was taking a stroll in the forest. Suddenly, he saw a tiny little cat stuck in the hole. The poor animal was struggling to get out. So he tried to save the cat, trying to lift it up with his hands. But the cat cried. So he tried to save the cat by trying to lift it up with his hands. But the cat crashed his sand. In fear, the man pulled his screaming with pain. He didn't stop. He's trying again and again to save the cat. Another man saw and screamed surprisingly. The god said, "Stop helping this cat. He's going to come." He says out of that. The man didn't care about him. He just continued to try. He finally succeeded. The man went and said, "Son, this is a cat instinct which hurt and scratch. It is my job to love and care." Thank you.
That
was a heartwarming tale that celebrates kindness and the bond between humans and animals. Now it's time to introduce the anchor for the day, Madhav. Over to you, Madhav.
Hi, my name is Madhav, and today I'm going to be your MC for the rest of the afternoon. Our next performer is Meher Vakil from grade 1 senior, from grade 1 junior Adayar. She's going to perform the story, The Golden Egg. Later lay my hands on the duck which laid this egg. While I look out for one, let us hear it from Meher. The stage is yours, Meher.
Hi, my name is Meher, and today I'm going to perform the story called The Golden Egg. Once upon a time, there lived a farmer who had a goose that laid one golden egg every day. The egg provided enough money for the farmer and his wife to support their daily needs. The farmer and his wife continued to be happy for a long time. But one day, the farmer thought to himself, why just take one egg a day? Why can't we take them all at once and make a lot of money? The farmer told his wife his idea, and she foolishly agreed. Then the next day, as the goose laid a golden egg, the farmer was quick with a sharp knife and killed the goose in hopes of finding all its golden eggs. But as he opened the stomach, the only thing he found was guts and blood. The farmer quickly realized his foolish mistake and proceeded to cry over his lost resource. As the days went, the farmer and his wife became poorer and poorer. How jinxed and foolish they were. Thank you.
That was a fantastic performance, Meher. My quest will continue. Our next performer today is B. Shri Ritvi here with a poem, the cycling song. If all this global warming and soaring temperature, I'm sure you want to be inspired by his poem. I'm sure you want to be inspired by her. The stage is yours, Ritvi.
Hi everyone, my name is Sridhati. I'm going to perform about the recycling song. Say, they can throw them in a bin. We can help to say that if we all pitch in. Say, the papers throw them in a bin. We can help to say that if we all pitch in. Say, the bottles throw them in a bin. We can help to say that if we all pitch in. Say the plastic, throw them in the bin. We can help to say that if we all pitch in. Yeah, we say the earth. Thank you.
Well, that was so inspiring, Ritvi. Thank you so much. Our next performer today is Shivani from grade two junior KK Nagar. And she is going to recite a poem on needles and pins, so the most common things used. The stage is your over to you, Shivani.
Hello everyone, my name is Shivani and I am going to perform a poem called Needles and Pins. Needles and pins, needles and pins, sew me a sail to catch me the wind. Sew me a sail, strong as the gale. Carpenter, bring out your hammers and nails. Hammers and nails, hammers and nails. Build me a boat to go chasing the whales. Chasing the whales, sailing the blue. Find me a captain and send me a crew. Captain and crew, captain and crew. Take me or take me to anywhere new. Thank you.
That was a splendid performance, Shivani. All children and adults love Birbal, don't we? He's hilarious, funny, intelligent, and teaches us simplicity in many ways. Our next performer today is R. Sai Advik from grade 1 senior Kikinagar. To perform the story Birbal's Brief.
Hey everyone, I hope you all having an amazing today. I am Sai Advik. Today I have a clever story. Birbal is brief. One day, Akbar asked his courtiers, what is the difference between truth and falsehood in 3 words or less? The courtiers looked at one another in the bewilderment. What about you, Birbal? I'm surprised you two are silent. I'm silent because I have to give others a chance to speak, said Birbal. Nobody has the answer. So go ahead, Birbal, said the emperor. 4 fingers. What? 4 fingers? Perplexed. Yes, your majesty, it is 4 fingers. That which you see with your own eyes, it is the truth. That which you only heard about, it might not be true. More often than not, it's to be false. That is the difference between truth and falsehood in 3 words or less. Okay, but what did you mean by saying the difference is 4 fingers? The distance between one's eyes to one's ear, the width of 4 fingers, is your majesty. Thank you.
Our next performer of the day, there was a hilarious and extremely good and a good performance. Good performance. Thank you, Sayed. Our next performer of the day is Dhruva Karthikeyan from grade 1 senior, again from my Ananagar Center. The most watched sport in the world these days is football. And let us hear from Dhruva how the poem Football goes. The stage is yours.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dhruva, and today I'm going to perform the poem Football by George Bainbridge. Crowds cheering, managers yelling, goalkeepers diving, nets rustling, players kicking, bands playing, determined team, sweaty armpits, wingers dribbling, strikers heading, crowds tensing, men betting, ball speeding, players injured, players cursing, coaches observing, substitutes waiting. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhruva. That was an energetic performance. Our next performer, we now move on to the 70-minute performance of the show. I call upon S. Sakil from Grade 2 Senior KK Nagar to tell us the story Siddhartha and the Swan. I've heard of a Prince Siddhartha, and I'm eager to listen to the story. Over to you, Saya. The stage is yours, Akil.
Good evening, everyone. I am Akil, and I am going to perform the story Siddhartha and the Swan by Anita Ganeri. One day, Siddhartha was sitting by the lake when a flock of swans flew overhead. Suddenly, one of the swans fell from the sky and landed at Siddhartha's feet. An arrow was stuck to its wing. Poor swan, said Siddhartha. I'll take care of you. Don't be afraid. Very gently, he pulled out the arrow and wrapped the wounded swan in his own shirt to keep it warm. Just then, his cousin Devadatta came running up in great excitement. He was carrying a bow and some arrows. What are you doing? He shouted at Siddhartha. That's my swan, not yours. I shot it fair and square. Now give it back, or else. But Siddhartha refused, and so the two boys began to argue. They quarreled, but neither would give in. Finally, they decided to go to the king and let him decide who was right. The king and the ministers listened carefully to their story. First, Siddhartha had to say, "Now, who did this one belong to?" Devadatta shot the swan, so it is his, one minister said. But Siddhartha found the swan, so it is his, said another. Even the ministers could not decide. I can help you, came a quavering voice. Everyone turned around. There, in the doorway, was a very old man who nobody had ever seen before. Nobody wants to feel pain or die, and it is just the same for animals, he said. Give the swan to the boy who tried to save its life, not to the boy who would kill it. And so Siddhartha was allowed to keep the swan, and he cared for it until it was well again. Then he took it to the lake and let it fly away to join its friends. Thank you.
Wow, it was a very touching story by a performance. It was a very touching performance by Akil. Let us move on to the next performance of the day from Aishwarya of Grade 1 Senior Adayan. She's going to perform the story The Honest Woodcutter. Let us hear it from her.
Hello everyone, I am Aishwarya. I am a grade 1 senior new batch. I am going to perform a story name called The Honest Woodcutter. A poor woodcutter accidentally dropped his axe into the river. He was very upset as he had no money to buy another axe. Just then a fairy appeared from the river. holding the golden axe. I found this axe in the river. Is this yours? That's not mine, replied the woodcutter. The fairy then brought out the silver axe. The woodcutter, this one too. Finally, the fairy held out the wooden axe. Smiling with happiness, the woodcutter said, "That's mine. Thank you very much." The fairy felt very happy on seeing his honesty and said, "Such honesty deserves a reward." She gave the poor man all the 3 axes and disappeared. Moral of the story: honesty is the best policy. Always be honest. Thank you.
Wow, awesome performance, Aishwarya. And honesty is going to be my policy going forward. The next performance of the day, I call upon Aditi from grade 2 senior, Kekinagar. There's an interesting story. This is written by Robert Browning, and the story takes place in Germany. It's also believed to be a story from medieval folklore. Any guesses? Yes, the Pied Piper of Hamelin. Let us hear from Aditi. The stage is yours.
Good evening to everyone. I am Aditi and today I am going to perform a story called The Pied Piper of Hamelin by Kevin Crossley Holland. Rats. There was a ruin of rats. A rat attack. A plague of rats. Sidling along the streets. Scavenging in shops. Hightailing around houses. No one in Hamelin knew what to do about them. To begin with, there were only a few more than usual, as if the town rats had simply invited their friends from upriver and downriver to come and have a look around Hamelin. But then there were a lot more than usual, as if all those friends had decided to stay on and before long invited their friends. People began to complain. They didn't like the sight of them, always scurrying round corners, or the smell of them, so sour and strong, and they didn't like the sound of them, always so squeaking and screeching and scratching in every single house, and how fast they were on their feet. They bit the hind legs of dogs 10 times their size. They buried their teeth in the throats of cats, and they actually nipped babies in their cradles. From the corners of kitchens, they grinned at cooks and then sprang up and licked their soup ladles. Then they nose-dived under larder doors and gnawed their way into casks of salted sprat and salted herring. They chewed the rims of cheeses. Then they curled up their tails and nested inside of men's Sunday hats. Rats. There was a ruin of rats, a rat attack, a plague of rats. Thank you.
That was a brilliant performance, Aditi, and I'll never miss out my promise to deliver. The next performance of the day is Trisha Chandrak from grade 1 senior Ananagar. I've always loved to be around animals, but this is a poem about the puppy and I. Let us hear it from Trisha. The stage is all yours.
everyone, I'm Twisha and today I'm going to perform the poem Puppy and I by A. A. Milne. I met a man as I went walking. We got talking. Man and I, where are you going to? Down to the village to get some bread. Will you come with me? No, not I. I met a horse as I went walking. We got talking. Horse and I, where are you going to? Down to the village to get some hay. Will you come with me? No, not I. I met a woman as I went walking. We got talking. Woman and I, where are you going to? Down to the village to get some barley. Will you come with me? No, not I. I met some rabbits as I went walking. We got talking. Rabbits and I, where are you going to? Down to the village to get some oats. Will you come with us? No, not me. I met a puppy as I went walking. We got talking. Puppy and I, where are you going to? Up the hills to roll and play. I'll come with you. Puppy, said I. Thank you.
That was such an adorable performance, Trisha. Now we move on to to our next performance. Of course, another interesting poem. This time it's one of my favorite garden animals. Of course, squirrels. Lo- So let us hear from Sangeet Amarnath of Grade 1 Senior Kekanagar to recite the poem The Mountain and the Squirrel. Over to you, Sangeet.
Hi, I'm Sangeet. Today I'll be sharing with you an interesting poem about a mountain and a squirrel who have an argument about their size and talents. The Mountain and the Squirrel, written by Ralph Waldo Emerson. The mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel. The farmer called the latter Little Prig. Bun replied, "You're doubtless very big, but all sorts of things and weather must be taken in together to make a year and a sphere. And I think it no disgrace to occupy my place if I am not so large as you and you are not so small as I, and not half so spry. I'll not deny you make a very pretty squirrel track. Talents differ. All is well and wisely put. If I cannot carry forests on my back, neither can you crack a nut. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am B. Aradhya and I'm going to perform the story Painter and a Judge. Once there was a judge who was very mean. To get him to listen to you, you had to secretly go to him and give him huge amounts of money. Even then, he might just take the money, he would not give you a fair hearing. People often felt that he had cheated them. One day, the judge heard there was a painter in town who could paint the most wonderful pictures. When he found the man, he gave him a roll of white paper to get working on. "Paint me a beautiful picture," said the judge. At first, the painter didn't want it to. He knew how mean the judge was and said to himself, "I might do a lot of work on this painting and end up not getting paid. I am very busy at the moment. I just don't have the time." But the judge begged him, saying, "I shall hang it up in the place where the most important people will come and see it." In the end, the painter would do a picture for the judge. The next day, the painter came to the judge's house with the roll of paper. "Wise one, I have finished the painting." The judge stared at the blank piece of paper. "Where is the grass?" he said.
The cows have eaten it, answered the painter. But then where are the cows? Asked the judge. Well, said the painter, seeing as they'd eaten all the grass, there wasn't much point in hanging around anymore, was there? So they went. Thank you. Okay.
Well, that was a rocking story, Aradhya. All of us know about majestic tigers, man-eating tigers, and even about white tigers. But a story about a mocking tiger? Definitely is the most interesting title of this afternoon. Our next performer is S. Nikhil from Grade 2 Senior, KK He's going to reveal the mystery of this mocking tiger. My ears are all on you, Nikhil.
Have you ever felt that you are no good at anything, that you have no talent? Well, just remember that everybody, and I mean everybody, is good at something or the other, whether it's drawing, drama, or dancing. I, Nikhil, am here to perform a story called The Mocking Tiger, which illustrates this beautifully. Once upon a time, in a big jungle, there lived a tiger who was very proud of himself. He always made fun of all the other animals by calling them names and saying that they were useless. Because he was clever, quick, and strong, he considered himself as the most superior of all the animals. One day, he called the bumblebee and laughed, saying, "Ha ha ha! Oh, look at you, so puny in front of a big and strong animal like me." The bumblebee felt very sad and flew away. Along came an elephant. The tiger immediately looked at the elephant and laughed. "Ha ha ha! Oh, look at you, such a slow and clumsy animal you are, not quick and strong like me." The elephant hung his head down in shame. Few days later, the animals were having a meeting in a cave. While the meeting was going on, suddenly there was a landslide. All the animals tried to get out of the cave, but by the time they reached the entrance of the cave, a huge pile of rock had come down the mountain and sealed the entrance of the cave. All the animals asked the tiger to help them get out, but the tiger tried to push the rock, but he couldn't. The bumblebee suddenly thought of a plan. He escaped through a tiny gap in between the rocks and flew off. He went in search of the elephant. The elephant was having a bath with the other elephants in a river.
Elephant, elephant, our friends are trapped in the cave due to the landslide. Please come and help them,
said the bumblebee. "Oh, don't worry, I will help them." The elephant came and pushed the rocks aside, setting all the animals free. Everyone was happy and thanked the elephant and bee. The last animal to come out of the cave was the tiger, feeling very ashamed and embarrassed. From that day onwards, he realized that every animal was special in its own way. He had learned his lesson. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.
Great, Nikhil. That was wonderful. Next, we have Mridul Ashley from Grade 1 Senior to tell the story The Man and the Little Cat. Over to you, Mridul Ashley.
Hi everyone, I'm Mridula Shri Deepak. Today I'm going to perform a story called The Man and the Little Cat. One day, an old man was taking a stroll in the forest when he suddenly saw a little cat stuck in a hole. The poor animal was struggling to come out, so he tried to save the cat by lifting it up with his hands to get it out. The cat scratched his hands in fear, but he did not stop. The man pulled his hands out, screaming with pain, but he did not stop. He tried again and again in the same way. Another man who was watching this scene screamed with surprise, "For God's sakes, please stop helping that cat out. He's going to get himself out of there." The other man did not care about him. He continued to try and save the cat until he finally succeeded. After that, he walked to that man and said, "Son, it's the cat's instincts that makes him scratch, which hurts us. And it's my job to love and care. Thank you for this opportunity. Have a good time. Bye bye."
That was a wonder performance, Miss Bidulashi. We've come to the last performance of the session. Books are always full of dreams and wisdom. So much fun when you explore it each time. Our dear Sai Shravan from Grade 1 Junior Kikinagar is here to perform a poem. Open a book. Over to you, Sai Shravan.
Hi friends, I'm going to perform a poem called Open the Book. Open the book and you will find people and places of every kind. Open a book and you can be anything you want to be. Open a book and you can share wondrous words you find in there. Open a book and I will do. You read me and I read you. Thank you. முடிஞ்சது மேம் மேம்
That was a blazing performance, Sai Shravan. Thank you all for watching. You've all been a wonderful and appreciative audience. This is Mala signing off. And before that, I would like to invite you all to the amazing Alchemy performances lined up this evening. If you haven't watched them in our Alchemy Kids performances yesterday, you can catch up on them in our Alchemy Kids Theatre YouTube channel. And don't forget to share and watch it with your family. Tata.